Anyway, so you guys are all ready to go. Oh, got it.
Slept in motivational speech.
Set and ready to go, and they're like, "Good luck."
Janica and Cyrus got new armor.
Yes. Anyway, so
new armor. Got new armor. Sorry, I heard got no armor.
Anyway, so you make your way. You're like, okay, we have everything we think we need. Tyr the tiger has the armor on. You guys all have your armor on. You all have you have your letter and whatnot.
I feel protected.
Yes. And so you say goodbye to your fellows, to Jet, and Ravenna's not there, and Erwin, and
no signature wall?
And you don't signature wall.
Okay.
So, anyway, so you make your way over. Now, the castle is big, and there's like mist and fog around and whatnot, and you guys are like, okay, well, he said that there wasn't going to be any issues, so you guys are going in the front door. So,
we're so smart.
So you guys trudge up. It's dark. So I guess there's the moon out, whatever. Oh, sorry, the moonlight, because there's fog and whatnot covering the sky. So there's moonlight, and there's that effect. What? Yes.
So you know how sunlight is dangerous to vampires?
Oh boy.
Yes.
The moon reflects the sunlight.
I know exactly. That's why the clouds are done.
Okay.
I know. That's why I corrected myself.
Why doesn't moonlight hurt vampires?
Well,
the reflection is a diminished power. Anyway.
Why don't you get sunburn in the moon? Why?
You know what? That's a really good point. Why don't we get sunburns at night on a full moon?
well.
These are the
Anyway,
questions we
so
need to
imagine the
answer.
full moon behind, like a lot of clouds, and then it does the whole dispelling lighting effect, and then you can still kind of see stuff. Anyway,
I'm going to pin on my holy symbol and activate it.
It would be interesting to see what the spectrum would be off of.
It would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Anyway, so as you,
Sorry.
so you
I
guys
had
go,
to make
and
my
there's
physics brain go on there for a second.
Yeah, right?
It is
Radio astronomy.
like a drawbridge and whatnot that has been put down, so like you guys can go across it. And weirdly enough, you notice that the front, portcullis and whatnot, is open.
I'm gonna have my holy symbol right out.
Okay, you're like, just in case. So you can close it up or whatever, but it's open, as if expecting visitors.
Can I see if anyone's watching or sense if anything is watching?
Sure. Yeah, do a perception check. So, as you guys walk in, there's this kind of big courtyard and whatnot. So it says, I'll read this. It says, thick cold fog swirls in this courtyard. Sporadic flashes of, lightning dance or lance.
Whoa.
The weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Oh, I forgot it was this intense. And apparently it's raining. Wait, what? Hold on, I don't know if I like this.
The drizzle has begun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Literally, then it says.
Now I don't mind setting things on fire as much.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
think it's,
Hey,
I'm gonna
will
say
it
it's
actually
not
set on
raining.
fire?
But I thought we were
It's
just
not
going to eat.
soggy?
and
Well,
talk to it.
we won't set things on. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Well,
I
I'm
don't.
gonna add some thunder, but there's no rain.
I don't think we're gonna set things on fire. We might.
I don't know.
This is the rain.
Let's see. You see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's main door. There's the little pillars and whatnot. Anyway, warm light spills out of the entrance windows, flooding the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame, as if it had been smashed. It's a big one, a long time ago. Anyway, and there's a big set of double doors just poof, that you see at the end of the courtyard. So you guys make your way. Now the fog here is actual. It's not the oppressive dark fog that you guys have run across. It's more normal
Just a
fog.
normal bug.
Yeah. So you guys make your way.
16 on my perception check.
Okay. So as you're going through the courtyard, 16. So you where's my dice? Hold on. Check. Okay. So you get this sense of being watched. And as you try and find out where it's coming from, you do see movement on the tops of the
The ramparts.
but like you only see the shadows of whatever it is moving. You don't actually see what it is, you know. But you do, yes.
Okay.
You are being watched.
I will relay that quietly to the group. We are being watched.
I'm not surprised.
Anyone not?
To no
expect
one's
that?
shock, I confirm this.
Right. Anyway, and so does anyone want to knock on the there's like big like front door. They're very ornate with like gold encrusted like handles and whatnot. Does anybody
Susan will.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is something Susan would just go and do.
yes. Okay. Yeah, they say like anyway. Yeah.
We're here.
You like wait for a moment. And then you hear like steps from inside. And the door goes, but weirdly nobody's there. So, let's see.
Hello, fellow. Oh.
Well, okay then.
So yeah, the doors in the front suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall, and you start to hear the sound of organ music coming from
I feel like I've
inside.
read a really trashy novel. Wait, no, I can't remember. A Dark and Stormy Night, I think is how it started. Classic tropes.
Oh! Okay. Sorry. Oh.
Oh yeah, darkness for me like that. That's
Oh, I was about to. Although this
Anyway.
is a good
throw
song.
a moment from the train.
Oh, do you know this one?
Yeah.
I do. This is Lucas King. Oh shoot, what's the? Wow, this is either
Well-
dark cathedral organ, 1 hour. Is it actually?
Wow.
You should
1
go.
hour dark church organ.
You should go
Gothic
to
cathedral music.
18 minutes and I want to say 28
What?
seconds.
You know this? Hold on. There's 13 minutes and 18 minutes.
Go to 18 minutes.
Okay, we're gonna go to 18 minutes. What is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, after the ad.
Oh.
Apparently there's ads inside.
For
the
roll
freaking
20.
thing.
No, for the irony.
Wait, I have to turn
Better than
this.
the wrinkly.
We're listening to this part then. I don't hear an organ though.
Because this is the song I was going to pull up.
Really?
Oh.
Oh. I'm waiting for the organ. Anyway, we hear organ music. Oh wait, I've heard this before. Have you played this before?
Probably.
Oh my
for Halloween.
gosh. I have heard this before. Anyway, yes. And so, yes, there is, let's see, cobwebs stretched between, there's like columns that you see in the entryway that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches on iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces. There's 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Let's see. Cool. Anyway, so, and as you guys, we'll wait for the organ. There's an organ upstairs, but we're gonna listen to the song. Anyway, so as you guys kind of stand there like,
There it is.
oh.
You said wait for the organ. Boom, there it is.
Anyway,
May have been listening to this album way too much.
so there is there's a entrance to like this staircase, like on the side that leads up and like splits and whatnot and goes up, and because it's like this ballroom hall, like you go through this hallway as you guys walk in. There's this big old like ballroom, and then just a big old grand staircase, and everything is like velveted, like beautiful like red and gold, colors everywhere. But there's like dust and cobwebs and
We're all
whatnot.
just gonna look around and say, this is what a gangster's paradise is all about.
And then from the top of this staircase, you see this like older gentleman that like kind of shuffles on not good feet, and definitely takes his time, one step at a time down this grand staircase. And you sit there and you're like, okay, this is gonna take a while. But it kind of a gruff face. He's got like white hair, you know, very, very like sallow, like complexion, you know, and like seems human, you know, whatnot. But old, like has like a set face. That's like anyway.
Resting face.
Yeah, real bad.
Rich face?
Sure.
And he walks up to the group. He hasn't really looked at you guys, but he walks up to your group and he says, and then finally looks around and says, "Welcome to Ravenloft." Where did my music go? Welcome to Ravenloft.
So that was good timing.
The master awaits you upstairs.
Ah.
Follow me. And he turns and then starts taking the stairs, like, you know, when you go one, meet the foot, one, meet the foot, kind of thing. You're like, anyway.
Janica's definitely critiquing, though, this place.
Place.
Pretty much. Wait, I want organ, though. Where's my organ? Wow, okay, there's organ. Anyway.
I'm gonna look at Dre and be like, does this look more like home to you? Nope. Oh, okay. Never mind.
No.
Cyrus?
This is a little too fancy for me.
Oh.
Our home's in the desert.
Oh.
Not for us.
This looks like King Drayor's palace, but not my father's.
Also, we didn't let the pillars start cracking.
You didn't let the
We
pillars
didn't
what?
let the pillars start cracking.
Oh, cracking. Oh, well, I mean, mine weren't either, but okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Also, tacky gargoyles.
Yes.
And it looks old. Like, it looks very old. And there, as you guys go up this, as you saunter up the stairs, and you have time to look around, and there's a lot of like paintings and portraits and whatnot. And in this grand hall, there's two really big ones. One of like a stately like woman who's, you know, maybe in her 40s, 50s, so kind of anyway mid-age. With like the fur and whatnot, and like just like sticky.
The fur.
Whatever.
Everybody's
Stay-
Everybody's looking at it. Anyway.
And there's another one of a man like holding like a spear and whatnot, and like armor, and he's also probably about the same age as the gal and whatnot, and very big. And then there's another one of a dark-haired figure and like stately robes and whatnot, and you're like, this looks familiar.
Could I try to see if I could recognize the people in the paintings?
Sure.
Is the stately guy Strahd? I've seen Strahd.
Yeah, you recognize.
That's Strahd.
So the third one.
Well,
the,
what about...
The stately guy.
Was that the first guy or the second?
With
That's
the
the
dark
third.
hair. Let's say like with the
Yeah,
dark
the
hair.
black
But the
hair,
stately clothes-
wears leather figure. Yeah.
100 gold pieces says the other two are his parents.
I would guess.
There's also another
The
one.
D20 that started it all.
Oh. So, I was like, that'd be.
You wanted perception or insight?
I would do insight, I guess, on this one.
That's going to be a 25.
25. Now, you're. Do you recognize them? You asked.
Or can he did?
Can I deduce who they are?
Oh yeah. You very much can deduce based on the ages and like the facial features. So you're with a 25, you're like, he's got the eyeballs from this lady, and he's got the hairline of this guy, and so you're like, okay, so it looks like those are Strahd's parents.
Oh, that's cute.
I was right.
He's got mommy and daddy right there on his wall. Yeah, he's a mama's boy.
As you go up, there's another portrait.
I guess. Not where he's from.
That has been totally ripped to shreds.
His brother.
After the end.
Ah, Sergey.
I
I might have taunted him with Sergey the last time we met.
Yeah, and you
Good job.
you see like the legs or like
Sort
the
of
boots,
flamboyant.
and the individual also
The fur.
probably would have had armor and looked like probably the guy with pants and whatnot. But anyway, the whole top of it has just been destroyed. Anyway, so you continue up the stairs, and Let's see. So you are there's a tall, like thin door, set of doors that this gentleman opens. And hold on, let me read again. So this is the dining hall. It says 3, and it's very well lit in here.
The dining room on the second floor.
It's a castle.
So it says
You
3
can find
enormous crystal chandeliers
dining rooms all over
brilliantly
buildings
illuminate
like
this
this.
magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine white satin cloth.
Chandeliers.
Mm-hmm.
3 big ones.
Yeah, 3
As
big
in
chandeliers.
electricity?
It says,
No,
let's
okay,
see,
China.
places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. Oh, I don't have silver, whatever.
Silver?
And at
Is it
each
actual
place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance.
And sorry, it's not amber.
Sorry. So, Monsieur Butler,
Hold
can
up.
you put one of those out and one of these out, and then
Hold
everybody
up.
can have their drinks? Huh?
Is it actual silver?
The ones.
I doubt it.
No, at the table.
No.
Oh yeah.
It's probably
So
not.
you can check and no.
Yeah, I want to.
I was-
Is it like
It's like they look silver, but it's like aluminum, like
nickel.
or it's like been plated by it's like some
Nickel.
low level. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a low level metal. that
Well, there's
looks
no way
silver.
he-
Cheap noble.
No, but see at the
Also
center
vampire.
of the far west
platinum.
wall, between
Platinum,
floor
yeah, or
to
gold.
ceiling, mirrors. Oh, sorry. So there's mirrors on either side. Let's see.
Is this guy just inviting his own death?
It stands a
mirrors
massive
will come,
organ.
just make 'em
Its
feel bad.
pipes blaring out a melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys. Let's see. Oh, figure.
What?
Oh, sorry. The figure
No,
stops
I already got it.
as a deep silence falls over the dining hall. It slowly turns towards you.
Silence over the dining hall.
Hold on, I gotta turn on other music.
Oh, I thought we were gonna let there be actual silence.
Oh, well, that's boring.
Were you making a Doctor Who reference?
I wasn't.
Oh.
We're not in a
Oh.
library, but
Silence
okay.
falls.
Yeah,
Anyway, so
Silence in the
Hey, who
so
turned
he
out the lights?
turns to you, and as he stops his organ playing, he says, "Welcome, my esteemed guests, to my home." And makes like a bit of a bow with his cape. Anyway, and says, "Please sit. Thank you for joining me for dinner."
We'll just make you a plate and you can save it for later.
And
do I see him in the mirror?
no, you don't. There are mirrors, but you don't see him. But you can see yourselves, but you can't. He
She's
does
dead
not
in
have a
love in it
reflection
now.
in the mirror.
What?
So when he
Dead-
snaps
dead
his
in love
finger, and the butler, whatever, bows his head and leaves the room. And shortly comes back with like course number 1, I guess I would say. Can you grab the fruit, please? And he brings out this like grandiose like fruit platter and whatnot. Which this is our grandiose fruit platter.
Hey, it's
Do you have a serving spoon?
I don't,
We have forks.
but you have forks. So
That's
that'd be
fork
what I have because we don't have the eggs and whatnot. So anyway, but there are a lot of different fruits and whatnot, and they all seem to be very in season. We will hope that they are. And anyway, more than you've ever seen here, because while you've been here, there has not been a lot of like fruits and vegetables and things. It's mostly like bread and like meats and whatnot, and like soups,
It's
you know,
not-
stews
Could
and
I
stuff.
maybe ascertain if he has an atrium? in his chest?
Mike.
Sorry.
Oh, like to grow
Hey, Mike.
those things?
Yeah.
You can try and investigate the fruit to see if it was transported a long while or not a long while.
It's
Investigation?
it's not bad.
Okay.
Where's Oh, there it is. +9. That's gonna be 13.
13.
So
Okay.
stuff has
One
touched
more low
cantaloupe.
roll.
Is that gonna be okay?
I did actually have some cantaloupe.
There's cantaloupe in there!
I What did you think you were?
I don't know. I was in a hurry. I was like, that looks like a good, colorful one. And I grabbed
am
it.
gonna have cantaloupe.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Alright.
I was trying to be
Okay.
very thoughtful of
I
people's
will
food
listen to
allergies.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. We'll
Alright,
just
well-
do double kill. Anyway.
If you're gonna have something, we're good.
I love it.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
I was like, 'cause I
that's
know you said it was itchy.
Yeah, it just itches, but
Okay, I'm so sorry.
it's worth it.
My dad loses his voice.
Oh,
Mine's
no.
not that bad. It's just a mild itch.
Well, he'll still
for a
eat
couple
it too.
minutes.
Like we would tease him growing up, because he'll just keep eating it. And
wish
we're
I had,
like,
like,
Dad,
a-
that's not good for you.
but-
He's like, I don't care. It's good.
It's the organ.
It's like,
Supposed to sound like our
Okay.
Secretary of Health.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's funny. I love love grapefruit, but I can't take it now. I can't eat it now.
so he says, enjoy.
Some honey.
Now you can ascertain from your roll that this fruit is actually like fairly fresh, and so it came from somewhere close by, maybe grown by magical means, but it has not really traveled too far.
Oh.
Or too long. So
I'll let
anyway,
somebody else check if it's poisonous.
Oh, I will be checking.
and
I am already eating it.
he kind of slowly walks over and whatnot, and like sits at the head of the table, and you guys can all put yourselves where you're sitting.
I was here, but I got
And
swooshed out of the
he
way.
picks up
Frowning Joseph,
his
Susan
wine
Gray.
goblet and like
Or-
swishes a little bit before taking it in.
We got the two tall people right
Ooh!
there.
good.
Question. What do we do with Tierwall?
Oh,
Or Tyr the tiger?
Sorry, Tyr the tiger.
Well, he's
Well.
with you, so where do you want him to sit?
He would have. He came with us into the hall.
Well, he was no.
Unless you want to retcon and say he stayed outside. with
Did he
somebody.
did he stay back at camp? Did he come with us and stay
I
outside?
think he would have stayed at camp.
Okay, he'll be going in with one of the attack
Okay,
groups.
so you want him to go in with in the basement, or well, he's gonna have to go in through the basement
No one's.
because you can't
No
really
one expects
yeet
it to.
him and
Yeah.
come in through the top floor. So
Exactly.
anyway, he's gonna have to go. Through
All right,
the
I will
basement.
put him here for now.
Okay, so Tyr the tiger, sorry, is not here.
Your wall is also not here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tyr
we
Wall
know.
is also not here.
He might be.
He
Who
would
knows?
wait till launch
Oh my gosh.
werewolves.
The
And then it'll take
velocity,
falling
the
damage.
velocity of an airborne tiger. We're not gonna look that up right now. But
What if it's unladen?
Strahd, as he sits down, and we're moving on, and he asks, I trust your travels here were uneventful.
Quite eventful, actually. But anyway,
Sorry, it was supposed to be fresh. It sat for a minute.
Actually, I like this. This is good.
It's really good.
I know. I'm like,
It's good.
foamy.
So ingredients: lime juice. Oh, just so everyone knows, lime juice. Purple or grape jelly. Ice
jelly.
and non-alcoholic rum.
Oh.
So yeah, zero alcohol rum. So and zero calories.
It's like rum flavoring.
Or is it 0 calories? It's like 1
it's
calorie.
not rum flavoring. It's
No, it's
It's non-alcoholic.
Well, non-alcoholic stuff is just flavoring, pretty much. Anyway, so
Okay.
it was eventful. Well, that was unfortunate.
Oh, that's really good.
Because I definitely instructed that no harm be done to you, but it seems like my partners, my wolf friends, found a toy that they just couldn't resist. So, but it seems like you dealt with that fairly well. So, and here you are, unharmed and in one piece. But I bet you have a lot of questions.
Yes.
Yes, we do. And now that we're here,
You're sitting right here. Wait, let me look back on a year's worth of notes.
yeah.
what is the airspeed velocity of
Force.
an unladen swallow?
Drink down his face. He's like,
And it goes and starts to like spill out a little bit on the table. And, like, okay.
I'm just going to. I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be a slow burn thing for the two of us. I'm just like. Oh, when he sees me, how does he react?
I forgot. The butler also brings out the nuts. I forgot those go together. The fruit and nuts. Sorry, and a fresh assortment of salted nuts.
Ooh,
Not nuts.
This is fruity nuts.
you're good. Anyway, so how does he react when he sees Jenica? Is it like he's definitely out to get her, or because she's they haven't had the most congenial encounters ever to happen between two people.
Can you roll an insight check for me then?
Hold on. Let me hold my nuts.
You want to hold the nuts for you?
Insight. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. 8 total.
See the container for the nuts.
Yes.
It looks like there are. Sorry, I'm gonna just take a couple more
I
cashews,
was
guys.
like
I'm
running
sorry.
through and I was like,
Okay, here you go. Take some down.
but I
pass it
cannot
on.
vouch for their contaminated.
A lot of times they'll be, like it says, processed on equipment.
Oh yeah, contains wheat.
Is that contains wheat? It was processed on.
Oh, okay. Contains cashews, almonds, pecans, Brazil nuts, hazelnuts. Oh, processed on equipment that also
Because you know how expensive washdown
Nuts.
motors are?
yeah. Nuts. Anyway, well, dang it.
It's alright.
Gotta read labels. Gotta read labels.
Sorry, I didn't have to
It's actually really hard to
It's hard.
find nuts that are not contaminated,
Really?
so don't stress. Yeah.
I was thinking they were fine because I was like, literally, they're just out of the thing and.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I apologize.
Like I said, it's.
Why do they
It's
have wheat
hard.
on
doable.
It's hard.
It's hard.
it? Why do they have wheat on them?
Well, no,
To
it's just
share
that they're on
equipment.
like the same conveyor belts
Oh,
as peanuts, milk, other tree nuts, sesame, soy, and wheat.
It's really difficult to get all
It's so annoying.
So-
I'm sorry, I'm doing good. Anyway,
And a lot of manufacturers probably won't go for the expense of buying washdown motors for all the conveyor belts.
yeah.
Because you can buy one motor, and then you buy the washdown variant of it, and it's like 4 times more expensive.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, well, manufacturer.
anyway, so from your role, you know, he doesn't seem to be like buddy with you guys, you know, or with you in particular, but he's not like overly, I don't like you, but you can't really tell. So, anyway, what questions?
yeah, well, it's been. Why'd you bring me here?
He says, well, why did you want to leave?
What? I want to go home.
I only bring people here that desire adventure, desire a challenge, something new, something different, something.
I was in the
out
middle of a project.
ordinary. But you were desiring a new product, a new.
I was working on it.
I know you were desiring it to be
You
better
broke
than
it.
you've ever made it.
Yeah, there was stuff to make it where I was.
But could I not help you make said product even better?
Probably not.
I don't know. I can do a lot of things. But maybe in return for you helping me.
Alright,
There
then
it
what's
is.
the inverse law of Floger's. Oh, never mind.
What is it you want help with?
Well,
I don't do Windows, sorry.
well,
only
and
do pictures on Wednesdays.
as he notices your plates are running a little bare, he snaps his fingers again, and the poor butler goes out and gets what about
Nervous
the jam?
eating.
Yeah, right.
yeah. Brings out some. These are
Oh,
Whatever.
good heavens.
some
Oh,
crackers, and so okay, it's
Alright.
cream cheese and like spicy spread. It's horseradish.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Which
luck.
please tell me. Oh, I didn't bring the container. It said it was okay, but maybe I can.
yeah, I was like, you better look
I
up.
was gonna bring the container, but I forgot. Hold on.
What about the crackers?
Oh, whoa! These crackers. These crackers are for you guys. Spencer did look at the box, but I have another box. You can give it a once over.
It's definitely
Those are
good.
good. Yeah.
Do either of you guys have a smoker? Okay, let's say. Smoked cream cheese, I've heard, is phenomenal.
Do you help me?
That's interesting.
Oh, you're the butler. Okay.
It's
Butler's
from,
the
let's see.
Bottle.
It should
Well,
have.
I'm the butler.
see.
And
Okay,
what
here we
do you
go.
do?
Here we go.
I thought it was
So ingredients for the horseradish
I
were
hope not.
water, soybean oil, horseradish, distilled vinegar, sugar, modified cornstarch, salt, egg yolk, mustard flour, natural flavor, lemon juice, concentrated vitamins, and gum, paprika, and spices. Contains eggs.
Did you say flour?
What did I say?
So it's just eggs. I think it's
Modified food, cornstarch.
You can look at the allergen info. It's right there.
Oh, contains eggs and their derivatives.
Oh
Yeah, that's and then it's just peach jam
You
and
should
apricot
take
jam.
like a scoop of like the opposite end, so there's no.
We maybe
Oh, and I have
Oh,
two. So I was
yes.
like, one for
Sorry
you
about
guys, one for everybody else, kind of thing. Anyway,
So
so
different.
and then it's just cream cheese. So it's cream cheese and then the horseradish and like preserves on top, and pepper. So I was like, okay. I was trying to be good, but I was like,
You're
That's
so
more than
sweet. That's a
jam.
lot of work.
I did read the label on the horseradish because I was like,
Actually, do you
Master,
want to get some more
no!
so that Brandon can have some tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
And I brought another jar of that stuff. So anyway.
I totally.
You know that's okay.
You know what? They
You
have,
did a
we
good
have
job. You did a
napkins.
fine job.
You know what?
There's
It looks
napkins.
infinitely better now than it will
That's not
in 3 hours.
But I do have a whole other jar of what I combined. So if you have too
Oh,
much
okay.
cream cheese
Oh,
and not enough
I
of the
don't
spicy,
need that many crackers.
go for it.
No, your
Anyway,
arm was like.
so,
You're like,
anyway.
I don't need that many crackers. Here, take some back.
Yes. Anyway,
You should probably pass this around.
so
I just touched these.
Butler, you're not doing your job.
He's falling down the job.
Yep.
anyway, so he comes and he brings
Oh, okay.
out this whatever.
Old and
So
decrepit.
you asked me what I need of you. So
I did sample one of or some of each. It's really terrible, but
as you know, I was cursed by the dark powers to be here indefinitely.
Yes.
To never leave from this cursed place, unless certain things occurred.
We're siblings.
Which are?
But there's a few ways I can be released, and one of them would be from a very powerful deity over creatures like myself. And but you have to appease him with a very emotional offering.
so what dark powers exactly? Who? What names?
So
Oh,
they are the dark powers of many a dark deity. So
Isn't that yours? A dark?
Like all of them?
to be honest, I don't know specifically which ones.
So
But-
if you don't know specifically which ones, how do you know how to appease them?
Well,
Why did they want to curse you?
Oh,
Well, because I did something, or I was going through a ritual to gain more power, and then took actions for my own personal gain instead of for theirs, and costing someone their lifeblood, and it was worth it.
so does not sound like you're somebody that should be allowed to be let loose. If I'm speaking frankly.
Can you not say that you have made mistakes in your lifetime?
Yeah, but they didn't exactly cost other people theirs.
True, but how many individuals take the life of another and go unpunished?
Not for lack of trying.
Oh.
Well, what is your favorite color?
Expected most Python.
And he looks at you and he's like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, you brought him here. You know about him, right?
Let me guess.
What?
Oh, black. Come on,
No.
we gotta get really on brand here.
Or you might surprise us.
That
Purple.
does not seem pertinent to the conversation.
Right. Yes, but you know Susan. You brought him here, so.
Fine, I will appease the. I'm talking to Susan, right?
Yes.
Appease the Susan. Currently, my favorite color is silver. If you must.
But just not the metal,
That's
the actual
really good.
metal.
Heavens no.
'Cause that would be
But the color is
mildly suicidal for you.
Yes, that would be unfortunate for me, and even worse for you. So,
did Vasilka make it here yet?
An atrocity
Of
Vasilka?
what?
has not stepped within my court just yet.
Ah, but you know about her.
Huh.
By the way, Janica would be eating a lot more fancy than me. I am not fancy, so Madeline is eating the way Madeline's
This
eating.
is a dinner with lots of forks, lots of cutlery,
Yeah,
lots of
same with-
like
same with
shiny
Graham.
things.
Start
Yeah.
from the inside, right?
Yeah, clinking of the plates and whatnot, and you're trying not to, kind of thing.
Right.
But they also have these big old like napkins, you know, that like come like you, like if they're big, white napkins, and you're trying not to spill things on the white satin tablecloth. Probably not doing the best job, but oh well.
Did the butler come and put my napkin in my lap or something? Or?
Yes, if it was not in your lap, we probably came to assist you. Anyway.
Did you say that atrocity?
Yes. Because I'm supposed to marry someone who is of noble history. And
Well,
that
that rules you
creature
out.
has no history and is not even really considered a human being. So,
We thought the abbot was making her under your instructions. That is not the case.
what better way to...
I thought the abbot was trying to do that to trick him.
Wait,
Say
is he,
what?
is he out working for you?
Well, what better way to keep your enemy occupied than to give him a job?
Your enemy?
I have many enemies
So he is a threat to you.
of sorts,
Oh, Fred.
but not one I can't handle.
Did you not bring Susan here and brought bones instead?
Oh. I hadn't thought of that. Oh, sorry, that's Madeline talking. Janica would be very more tight-lipped. Sorry, that's me going, oh!
Is it too spicy, or is the cream cheese
But it's
okay?
delicious.
Is it okay? I've never made it before, and I tasted it, and I was like, that's so spicy! And I was like, maybe on the cream cheese it'll be okay.
Oh no, this is wonderful.
Okay, good. I put in less horseradish than that, because I was like, it's so spicy!
It's not
There are
spicy, but
parts
yeah.
of it that are more horseradishy than the other.
Oh,
It's delicious.
I like it. I think
That's
it's
good.
Yeah,
Where
I
did
was
you get
like,
the recipe?
huh?
Where did you get the recipe?
Google. Because I was looking, because I mentioned apricots specifically. I tried to get fresh apricots and cut them up and add them to. But I got apricots and they
What
were
is
too
the-
early. They were
is that
very
pepper?
sour, and I was like, no. Yeah. So pepper, horseradish. So all it is apricot jam, peach jam, and a little bit of pepper and horseradish. That is it. And you just mix it together and put it on cream cheese. That's it.
I love these cups.
So
They're so cool.
If you put
But
sweet chili sauce
if
on cream
anybody-
cheese too.
Oh, that's
so
good.
if anybody
that
wants to like
sounds
take
good. Or
some,
salsa.
have a jar. So, or I was like, if we have too much, it was nicely spread over, but then as it sat, it just anyway. So
So is the horseradish in the cream cheese?
On
it's
the,
mixed
the
in
topping.
with the jam, so it's a little bit more milky than it would be. So anyway, yeah. So what was I saying? Then we suppose
Susan, if it was.
Oh, yeah,
bones.
we actually meant to bring bones, yeah.
Well, one is more ideal than the other, but both are useful.
I think I'm going to get that recipe.
Wow.
That's really good.
That's yeah. I was like, that's kind of insulting, but alright.
Don't worry, we don't have to tell bones.
Yeah, no, we'll it'll be our
We'll be really
secret
crushed
here at the
if he
table.
hears that.
Yep.
Wait, how did he answer?
He said one is more useful than the other, but both. What did I say? Both are
Both are
useful.
I'm trying to think what Janica would ask.
So what is exactly you need us to do?
Oh, well. Now I said it was an emotional offering. So what I need to do is gather individuals who have emotional ties to things in their past and sacrifice some of their most treasured objects or memories. So,
and he snaps his fingers, and the butler like goes over to the side, picks up this trunk, and like comes back, opens it, and you see all of the items that are suddenly missing. So,
Sphere?
not that one, but all the other ones are there.
What does he have on Pharrell?
your very first hammer.
Oh.
Or like device that you would have made like other things with. So anyway, so all of these must be offered up to. Hold on, the name escapes me. To you maybe have heard of Canchelsis.
Have I?
Have I?
Have I heard?
Canchelsis. Make a history check.
Would it be religion?
Fine. Religion, yes.
Not good anyway.
Natural 20.
Okay. So you're like, there is a memory from my class that I don't remember in some book I read, but I don't know.
I was too busy doodling.
But but you have done extensive research, Jenica, in this area of your research of like dark deities and like, you know, specifically like vampires, werewolves, like, you know, of creatures of the night kind of thing. So Canchelis also goes by another name, Strahd. But he is the lord of blood and like vampirism and kind of like lifeblood type stuff. Things that in the blood gives life, takes life, you know, things like that. Undead, absence of blood, you know, like kind of that. So kind of considered the lord of vampires kind of thing. Or they're under his domain. Anyway, so and he says, so he requires this offering and he is willing to give me freedom and maybe choose a replacement in my stead.
So you leave, we have to stay though.
No, you don't have to stay.
How do we get home?
He chooses who would stay in my stead.
So you don't have any way of promising that we would actually
No. There are other ways for me to leave. Another way is I choose a successor and they have to do something infinitely worse. Or I could marry whom I meant to marry.
She's gone.
And he like stands up and he like goes over to one of the pillars and is like, it was an amazing plan and it was going to work so well. And then somebody had to go and take her to that bloody lake.
Is that the time you almost killed me?
Issues.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
I apologize.
And he almost killed me too.
I
Why didn't you destroy the lake earlier?
I was not very happy in that moment. And it served a purpose. And it would have continued to serve a purpose, but my anger got the best of me, so it is now gone.
And so she, apparently.
Precisely. So, I either have to wait another 20 years for her to be reborn here, her soul maybe is still here, or I can move to another option.
How long have you been here?
What are you looking at me for?
I have been here for well over 3,000 years.
So then what's another 20 to get?
So you haven't been able to like marry her in 3,000 years?
Bro, we gotta work on your game. you ain't got no riz,
How
apparently.
many tries was that?
Well, alright, let me explain myself.
3,000 divided by 20.
3,000 divided
So,
by
it's not an exact science. It could take 100 years for her soul to be reborn. It could take 1 year. It could take 300.
Farrell, you can do the
take
math thing, right?
as many
How many times is
as-
that?
And then you have to wait for her to grow up. And in
3,000
three,
divided by 20
At least
is
you're not willing to
150.
take a challenge.
Bro, you've had 150 chances.
you know, in the past 3,000 years, it has only happened 7 times.
Oh.
You've had 7 chances and she said no every single time?
So, no, because
we
some,
really got to work on your biz.
one, she did not survive past the age of 2.
Oh.
So,
Well, it's comforting to know you don't like children.
well, I did not have a hand in that. All right. Not that.
You didn't have a hand in not liking children?
Anyway.
Will you still remain a vampire after you leave here?
Most likely.
Wow, you seem really broke up about that.
No, I prefer these powers and my abilities. Thank you very much. So that would be my preference, to remain the way that I am, but just not be here, be tied to here.
Where do you want to go?
Anywhere at this point. Faerun seems like a good option, but
No, it's not.
Considering they,
I
My
thought you liked it
brother
there.
and my king and my father would have serious issues.
yeah, I think at this point in time, didn't they just kill a god?
well,
I think you'd be a cakewalk.
then maybe not there. Maybe a place like Eberron or Ravnica or something. Like
Hey, there's
that.
a
I don't know.
there's a place I've heard of. Actually, 9 places. They all want to take Beator.
You know, I've wanted to visit
Avernus.
the 9 Hells, and I feel like a lot of my kinsfolk would be there. So
I feel like the abyss would be more your vibe.
I don't know. It'd be hard to leave.
They're missing a god, apparently.
I mean, we could certainly send you there.
Oh, do you not say?
Oh, yeah.
It is?
I think What was his name? Orcus, was it not?
Yes.
Now you know they don't truly die.
No, you know that.
So he's not gone. But
No, but we did.
Do we
banish him
actually
back
know
to the,
But a lot of mischief can be done while they're away. So that is an idea. Thank you very much. But
Wow, telling someone to go to hell, the hells has not gone as we planned.
so
I mean, Raphael, Strahd. They'd probably kiss in the cup, you know. Now, kick.
so will you be opposed to losing these items of great significance from your past?
Yes.
Maybe a little blood along the way.
The final little blood.
Maybe not all blood, but some.
I would be opposed.
Yeah, because it seems like somebody has gotten yours and it's in the box. So.
Janica's trying to decide how to answer that.
But if you do, you may leave.
See, if I leave, it doesn't really matter if I don't have those. Because I need those to get back home.
What if I can help you procure more than just the one?
You can. They're not exactly from this time.
From now, I know you're from the future,
Yes.
where I pulled you from. So,
Apparently, I've been dead
Kind
1,000
of?
years.
Yeah.
Wait, were you the one that messed up that spell?
I have been in your history, all of your histories, for some time now.
Do tell more. Entertain us.
Please tell more, actually.
When did you-
I am very curious.
You know, you needed to be a little bit closer. Magic has its limits. Oh. But if I brought you this far back, wouldn't be too much to bring you that far forward. No? Because while I've been here, the one thing that has been very useful is the more powerful I've become, the more I've been able to speak to other deities of varying degrees of godhood and learned a lot, as well as, I don't know, made some deals, made some acquaintances, and gained some accomplices. So, which has given me even more than I would have imagined at times. So,
What? Raises Janica's hackles a little bit.
it could maybe not just be me that assists you.
She's got her intro. Hey, was that? Hold on, that sounds like you. She's gonna probe him to explain when he entered her life.
Can you make a insight check? Emotional perception check.
Okay. 21.
Point. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just making
So you're sending up, and you almost get this feeling back through an emotional link, I guess, of some sort, of pride, accomplishment, but also maybe a twinge of regret.
Regret or guilt?
Regret.
Okay.
What do you
I reached out to my.
feeding? Uh-oh.
Also, where's my book?
I'm going to channel back to him. You've got some explaining to do.
This is
Explaining to
Lipsy.
do.
More drinks. Are you okay to blend, or are you?
Oh!
Is it okay if maybe
Okay.
we him?
Yes. I'll give you the recipe, but okay. Sure.
Or is that too much time?
It is 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock.
Maddie in bed?
Nope, never mind. Next
Nope.
time.
Here, you know what?
You know what?
More drinks?
Yes. Oh, guess what? Instead of drinks, Lipsy. How about
Dessert?
Some dessert.
All right. I can do this again. Sound good?
So,
That's true. Maybe we can do it for next time. That's okay.
I can even bring in a picture instead.
Oh.
Anyway.
True. Next time. All right.
so let me get
Second
this.
round. Oh, you gotta do
Been-
You guys
whipped
went to a
cream.
lot of work.
Wait.
Thank you.
Read the back.
Oh,
Can you have whipped cream on top?
Usually.
Cream, water, sugar,
Whip
cornstarch.
it.
Contains milk.
Not
Mono.
with milk.
I'll hand this to you just in case you can see.
So did
Gluten
Strahd?
free says right there.
Well, I don't know if there's some. Goddammit, I don't know.
So did Strahd tell Janica when he entered her life yet?
No. Oh, when Strahd?
Well,
Or
yeah, because
when Adar?
Strahd, because she asked Strahd and then was sending.
Oh, when did you enter? I thought you were asking Adar. Okay. So when did you enter my life?
Wait, Adar felt regret for.
Yes. So through that emotional.
Right, but for entering her way.
No. All you felt. So you asked Strahd, but then you were like, "What?" And you were trying to ask
Oh, okay.
questions to
Yeah,
Adar,
yeah.
and through that question link, that's what you.
Oh, so it's not clear what it's about.
No.
Okay,
So
all right.
So then Strahd says,
but no, Jan.
when did you enter? It just keeps going this way.
You want me to help you?
That's probably good. That's perfect. Thank you,
That's
Mr.
all like
Butler.
Sorry.
Anyway, also there's spoons. There should be spoons
Well, now
with your
pass it
thing.
around.
Everyone's just watching the butler.
Yes, he's.
Old decrepit hands.
And it's just poofing into his face.
So, when you say you've been in our histories,
Oh yeah.
So wait, before you ask your question, I'm gonna answer Danica and say, well, you know how I can pull from the future,
Right.
I can also pull from the past as well.
Okay.
So let's just say it's been a while.
When did you first start observing me?
Well, let's just say that I had to find individuals who would be willing to work together. And also, this is a new...
and you picked her. You picked us.
Well, you all are still here, are you not?
Barely. Because who else are we
Well,
gonna
it
work with?
worked. You were all sitting at my table, are you not? So,
I have to say yes.
other groups of individuals would not have made it this far or this long, and also many would have been killed by some of the things that you encountered. And
Like a lake.
Like a lake.
that would have been one of them. And also, they did not have the drive that your group contains. I've also tried this many times, and I've invited many groups.
So if all those
And-
groups have turned you down, why should we be the ones?
Well, not all of them have turned me down. Some have just not survived. They didn't even make it to the castle.
That's fair, but the ones who did probably turned you down. Otherwise, why would we be here?
And there were
Has some of them turned you down?
Well, I had
Just
other
like the Love
requests
apparently.
of these groups of adventurers, different than this one, but this is it's been many years of negotiation, and this is the least, where it requires the least amount of sacrifices, and not as high stakes as previous requests. So, the others were much steeper and were not accepted.
Question. How would it be possible to release the entire plane or realm, I guess?
Sorry, no.
So you would be free
Mhm.
if we go through this. How do we release all of Barovia?
Oh, if I'm free, they are also free. This realm would be put back to where it was originally placed, or where it originally resided, and they would all be free to go.
Do I
If they so
remember where
chose.
it originally resided?
That does not make any sense.
I
Why would
know.
you use successor then?
To take the mantle that I was given. That option does not release everybody. Oh, sorry. Like if I choose a successor, they simply replace me. The situation remains the same. But if my deity finds it acceptable, he will also
Release the realm
the realm. So
without choosing a successor.
he most likely will choose a successor, but they will be free to go if they so
So-
choose. He has other plans for Barovia.
Hypothetically, if we were to arrange for you to have an in-person meet and greet with Orcus, in person meaning we kill you and send you to his doorstep. What happens to the people here?
Well, that would probably be unfortunate, not just for me, but for them. It has not happened yet, so I'm unsure.
First time for everything.
I'm unsure as to what that outcome would provide.
Interesting.
Would you be interested in a science experiment with me?
No,
You know I'm a man of science. I'm a man of engineering.
I do know that.
This is an unknown frontier for you. Unknown frontier for me as well.
That's true.
Should we give it a try?
And science is based on an educated guess. So
Yes,
what
I have
would
an educated guess that these people will probably be let go.
based on what facts? May I ask?
My hypothesis,
Your if-then statement. Yes.
if we kill you, there'll be no one here to keep this place, how it is.
You're the focal point of the curse.
Yes, you are the focal point of the curse. You are the reason the curse exists. So if we kill you, ending the curse, the people will be released. And simultaneously, your soul would also be released. If you believe in such a thing.
But I have a damned soul.
Exactly, it would be released to Avernus, which you earlier said you would like to go to. And you could cause mischief there.
But I would not have the same powers that I have now.
I mean, how many times has Orcus been killed and come back with powers?
And it is probably so annoying because it will take hundreds, if not thousands of years to get back to the point that you were at hundreds or thousands of years prior.
Well, it sounds like you'll have all the time in the world. So,
Really annoying. So I'd prefer not to have that outcome. But why would my curse not transfer to the other people here?
Because
Also in
they
this area.
are not responsible for the actions that you did to get cursed.
It's true. They're responsible for their own.
Yes.
So if everybody in the land of Barovia has been turned evil, in a sense,
They are
And then
not
maybe
evil, they are
that's-
good people. Your curse envelops them. You may be holding, let's say the umbrella, but let's say the curse is an umbrella, right? You're the one holding the umbrella, but everyone is affected by it. It's a big umbrella. You should be ashamed of yourself.
well, this is my land, my kingdom. So why not I rule it? But
What happened to your folks?
my foes.
Folks.
Folks, your
Oh,
parents.
my parents. Oh,
Are they proud of you?
They did not like what I became, and did not want to have any part.
Were they still alive when they, Irina married your brother instead?
Unfortunately, my mother had passed. I built this castle and named it after her, Ravenia. I believe.
Yep.
Sure.
Ravenia?
Ravenloft.
Yep.
So I named Ravenloft after my mother. And unfortunately, she passed before she could see it. So she was traveling here and did not make it. My father, on the other hand, though, after Sergei's passing and my transformation, did not want to have any part of that whatsoever, and tried to leave multiple times, and eventually age and sorrow overtook him.
But if his soul is still trapped here, does he keep being reborn?
I make sure that he does not continue living, because I do not want to deal with that
So
every
you
couple
take-
hundred
You
years.
take him out every
Every couple of decades or so. Every
Wow.
century or so.
As a child.
No, normally.
Sounds
What happened to
tedious.
Walter?
Oh, you know Walter? No.
We know of
Most-
Walter.
Yeah, that's the Durst kid, right?
Yeah, let's just say his parents were very interesting in helping me try and figure out how to create my own successor. His siblings, as you know, were a little bit different. I'd paired with Lolth at the time to try and create individuals / creatures strong enough to just have the dark powers curse passed to them in some magical way. But unfortunately that did not work out.
How did that work with the first two Durst children?
That's when I attempted it. Walter came after that.
Is he still alive?
But I'm trying to figure out
Well,
Wait a second.
how.
Are you saying that
Were you personally involved?
Mr. Durst's wife? You.
what? No, I do not have any offspring, if that's what you're asking.
I think that's where like half of the group's brains went.
Wait, how's Lolth involved?
No, she...
Lolth, the Spider Queen.
She's the goddess of the drow.
The Dark Elves.
Oh, Spider Queen?
Yeah.
So,
Her whole thing is spiders.
she is very adept at altering human beings to be...
Like
her
we haven't.
You guys
She's just a dark god.
Yeah. So, and she was going to help me make them individuals that were stronger, harder, like
Who did you make?
Faster.
So you know how the
stronger.
Durst children had the darker skin and the horns? They were cursed. It was Strahd and Lolth's doing.
Those-
Their
they
parents
weren't
were
really
their parents. Gustavo and
They're not the offspring
Gustav.
of
Sorry,
Strahd.
Gustav.
Just
Oh,
somehow
they're just cursed.
in the
Fine.
womb they were altered to be dark.
I know you're not great friends with the abbot, but he seems to be able to alter people as well. Do you think he might be able to make someone strong enough for you?
he came later. And I was very curious and allowed it to continue. But he tried on a whole slew of individuals at that abbey. and only one was partially successful. But you disposed of him last night. So,
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nodic?
he
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Was,
that
We
was
really didn't have a choice.
that was what I was telling you about with the trip here being a little bit too eventful.
now
He tried to kill us.
he was very useful to me because I did have a little hand in that, and it worked. And because of that, his father agreed to let me visit Irina on occasion. So,
Well, I can bring him back if you want.
well, now
That's why she had the wounds.
her father is
He was
dead, and
sneaking
Irina
into
is
her
gone, so he has
place
no use.
with her
I have no
father's
use
permission.
for him really, because it wasn't going to work anyway. So,
Wait, I thought he was working with Milwaukee. Irene was from Barovia.
Irene was Jet's, right?
No, Irina was the girl that was traveling with us
Who disappeared?
in the lake.
Who was like, Sergey, that's you. And
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the one
she
he
was
wants to marry. That's the one he wants to marry.
He was
But she
sneaking
lived in
in.
Barovia.
Yeah, really close to here.
She hasn't been seen ever since.
But then
Before
what
we
does-
met her, Strahd was sneaking into her place.
What was Crab on Guy? What did
Is
he have
it?
to do with it?
so
Who was it? Isaac.
Isaac is her brother. Was her
Wait.
brother?
She had another brother?
Yes.
And Ismark, right?
Ismark.
Isaac.
Oh my goodness.
Are we sure it's not Isrina?
Oh my gosh, those poor parents.
I mean,
Well,
They
okay,
probably got them
so,
confused
so
all the
the dude was literally letting
Oh no.
this blood-sucking parasite in so that he could visit Irina.
I saved his son. I helped.
Which
save his
one?
son.
Oh, Ismark?
Crab arm?
Not that one. Isaac.
Isaac?
I mean, no. How'd that work out for him in the long run?
Well,
Isaac is the crab arm.
it
He
was
is.
going
And he was
fine until
brother.
you killed him.
Wait, why was he staying in Velocity?
So, are you saying that all the creatures of the Abbot's Abbey are attempts? Were they willing? Because he told us they were willing participants.
They were already half mad when he got there.
So no.
Oh, they agreed.
But they were insane.
But they were not in the mental capacity to
consent.
consent.
Yeah.
So,
So he lied.
They said
Yeah.
yes.
let me ask you this: there are
Kind
many powerful beings, power-hungry beings throughout the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a successor, why not just bring one of them here?
No. Who wants to be stuck here for eternity?
Well, you don't have to tell them that.
Yes. Well,
Just say, hey, look, my power can be yours. You just got to do the song, do the dance, do the chants.
I don't think he's that powerful.
well, I am powerful, yes, but maybe not powerful in the art of persuasion. So if
Yeah.
someone,
Hence why Irina never said yes.
She ain't got the riz.
After 3,000 years?
Oh, yeah.
it's easier to raise someone up than to bring someone down. Because once you've already tasted of glory and power, you seldom want to give it up. So,
I have potentially another thought for you. Where I come from, there's the Simic in a common.
What's that?
Simic Combine.
It's a guild, right?
It is a guild on my planet of Ravnica, where their goal is to improve life. They often do it by combining two different types. My parents tried to get me to go that route. I chose the Isaac Guild. I would much rather work with machines than with people. Machines don't argue back. Often.
It's true, I don't.
Exhibit A.
So you've been alone for
Ravnica
3,000
is
years?
wild.
No companionship at all?
Hey,
Other
so
than
you have
the butler
vampires
here?
as well.
well, I do have
Wow.
more individuals here.
Drans just
And he
like-
snaps his fingers, and the door opens. And you do see like 3 vampire spawn ladies that walk in.
So it's
And
Magic
they
the
are
Gathering
like
starts.
dressed like
Wait, Spawn or Dampier?
This Magic the Gathering is owned by Wizards of the Coast. It also does D&D. Hey, let's take one of our
That's what I thought.
You're good.
assets.
But I'm like, let me, hold on.
I wondered where that class
Vampire
came
have
from.
free will, right?
The class actually came from
I
Hutch's
think so.
Then probably spawn.
Hutch's Cauldron.
I'm like 99% sure.
okay.
Now I want to double check.
Oh no, you're fine. Sorry, Jenica would wonder. That would be something she would want to know.
Because I had a picture and they had
We
info.
want to know, but did we ever get an answer about Walter?
Not
Really?
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Yeah.
Well, there's been a lot of revelations.
Yeah, he's been creeping on Irina
I mean,
to what? Who knows what extent?
you could have also gone to pretty much anyone in the Azorius Guild from Ravnica. They're a bunch of vampires anyway, literally vampires. They would love you.
Oh, here
Or
we
hate
go.
him.
Okay. I was like, what the?
You could fake it so that they stab you, and then you fake your own death, but you're not really dead. They take over,
I don't know if that
and then
counts.
you get to leave.
I don't know if that counts.
They would love it. They'd hate you, but if they thought they killed you, it'd be worth it. It's elaborate. Much like this whole plan of dragging us here so that you can do your little thing here and sacrifice to your deity.
I'm pretty sure they're just vampire spawn.
Cool.
Ah. Yo, just
His brides.
So I think so.
Actually,
What's
no.
that?
Dracula?
I'm sorry. One of them is, but two are not. One has like, no, one is like a vampire spawn, and two are not. Two actually seem like they're human.
Oh.
And if we help you with the curse on us be lifted, she points to her mark.
Yes, with that
Oh,
you
yeah.
cannot leave. So, well, I will remove it.
Doesn't this mean that we're werewolves?
The marks on your no, it's not. It just means that you are not allowed to leave.
Yeah, we're stuck here.
So, but with my deity's help, we can get that removed, and you can leave.
So Walter.
Yes.
Werewolves in the
So
last
Walter
the last
was an interesting case, and still
What
maybe
happens to
has
him?
yet to be determined. So,
Where is he?
well, that's for me to know, and you to maybe find out.
Okay. So the ladies walked in.
I walked in and they like went around the room, and they all kind of stand behind his chair and just like place their arms on the like top or whatnot. So he's like, as you see, I'm not here alone. I do have companions. I have my butler. I have other servants, other individuals, remnants of past adventurers and the like. So
Yeah, likewise, I guess. Or maybe.
Alrighty then.
thank you. And then they like leave.
Oh. Okay.
And you would be willing to leave them.
They're merely here for me to help pass the time. Give me company. What
Looks like a real winner.
So,
Okay.
Absolute power.
so my question to you is, it's not that much. That's not a very steep price. Lose some trinkets, in order to help me.
But one person
To
is
help you.
stuck here.
And that one person may not have to be any of you. So,
Hey, that one guy you guys met while I was kind of Tearwall. They might be a good fit.
And I'm gonna kind of kick Pharrell in under the table as soon as he says his name, just lightly, just like.
You're gonna reach across
Is that just a
4 people.
yeah.
psychic witch that you have when you hear his name?
You're like something grew 3 feet.
Oh,
Feel okay? Like all the way over there.
well, we can scoot up in real life. We could scoot up to that table.
Go catch it,
Just
So
launch my shield at him.
These like old metal chairs,
Have a heel.
against like old stone. Like, oh my god, that would.
I I try to get him to be quiet. At the mention of tier wall, I don't know if he caught it or not, if Strahd caught it or not. But.
Let me.
Take a stealth check.
If you want to
Slide a foot check.
Yeah.
You could. You could make a stealth check if you wanted.
Sleight of hand.
Did I need to in the first?
No, only
No.
if you wanted to be stealthy and have him not see it.
Oh. Sure.
I don't know if you care, but
Was Walter cursed in the womb like the other two kids?
Walter was one of the most successful of my.
So I'll take your shoe and like here you drop this.
As you like try. Did you roll what I think you rolled?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, not as bad. Okay. Then nothing else happens. But he hands your shoe back to you. Anyway, this is
Should have been tired.
He was definitely the most successful endeavor that I had.
And
So,
growing a replacement.
very much so. So, and that has still yet to be determined. But, which actually, I think we will get more information if we wait a few minutes. We'll see.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, that is for us to find out.
So do we just sit here and stare longingly into each other's eyes for a few minutes, or are you
What
gonna,
other
drop the
questions?
ego?
What other questions
emo
do you
eyes.
have for me?
Have you really been even trying? I've been in here, for the length of a dinner conversation, and I've come up with several good alternatives that did not involve dragging us here. You've had 3,000 years to think of this, and I'm bringing new ideas to the table. I'm not the big idea man. That was my friend. But anyway, you should hear some of his ideas. They're whack.
So,
If he says, "Hear me out on this," it's probably a bad one.
So I've discovered that
Funny, but a bad one.
everything involved in this curse has emotional connections and human nuances instead of just magic. So, yes.
We're not human.
I know, but you still have emotions, do you not?
More than my parents would like, yes.
So, yes, it still works. Humanoid creature,
Thank you very
like.
much.
I'm sorry if that offends you.
Wow, we're
But
just insults right and left here.
so
I'm just saying,
Nothing bad will happen to our realms or worlds if we sacrifice our trinket.
no,
Sidebar.
those will go unaffected.
Sidebar. Not you. Everyone else.
I think we need a moment as a group to discuss the things that we've heard. It's
Oh,
been
discuss
a lot.
freely. Let me I'll remove myself and you can discuss.
Can we do like a
at your
tone of
leisure.
silence on that guy?
So,
I
don't
don't
have-
have. Oh, I don't have.
Nefsig is like sitting in the corner.
I can't.
He's like, and I can bring him with.
I can try, but it's not usually a cone shape.
And he gets up, and then his butler like goes
The
with
butler's
him.
gonna come around.
More cream. Actually, yeah. Does anybody want more? More cream.
We finally heard the butler speak, and he's more cream.
Do you guys want me to bring it back next week? Because I don't know if it'll
Will
be
it
good after. I don't know. It's probably not. Sorry. So if you want more, take
But I'll
them
make
now.
more drinks.
Okay, but Madeline will make more drinks.
And I'll
So-
bring a pitcher.
So if you want more to take home, speak now or when we leave. Anyway, but so Strahd actually gets up and leave, and the door after him. So you guys are left to your own devices if you'd like to discuss for a little bit.
Let's test, make sure. I think Strahd is a big poopy head who somebody help me out here. Something that's really gonna just
That's compensating.
yes, he is compensating.
My words are not appropriate.
So that's about as nice as I can
Do I
make
hear him
it.
say he's like you?
Wait, what?
We're trying to see if Strahd
Trying to
is
get a
listening.
reaction out.
Oh!
So we're insulting him to see if
I don't
we
think
hear.
he's easily roused.
Nope, you
He's
hear nothing.
Clearly not.
He's not going to be easily roused.
So, how big is the castle again?
It's very massive.
Okay, is it 1,000 feet?
He's seen the inside.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about how big it is.
Apparently, it's 3D printed.
It's bigger than a mile.
Oh!
What? Oh.
It's bigger than a mile long.
Friggin' heck!
It's
like huge.
Fantastic.
That's bigger than any castle I think I've ever heard.
It's half of
Except for
Is it half
Versailles,
a mile?
maybe.
It's 3/4 of a mile from my office to my truck.
I don't know where your office is.
Like,
Yeah.
That's like the size of Copperton.
The castle's the size of a
is
town?
about the size of a town.
Everyone in Copperton could live there. Actually, yeah. I can
Kill the king.
I can see that.
So like the wall and whatnot,
perimeter
yeah, is over a
over a
mile
mile?
long.
Long or just around?
Like from one end to the other.
Oh, wow.
So circumference-wise, it's bigger than a mile.
Like it's massive.
I mean, to
because
be fair,
it's
he's
this
had, like,
whole
3,000 years to build
front
this, but-
courtyard. There's a whole back courtyard. There's a whole there's an off look out into a thing. Whatever. There's a bunch of stuff. So
I went to, sorry, this is a tangent. John Deere factory to apply there.
Oh yeah.
And they do have a mile-long factory. And if you're at one end and look the other way, you can see atmosphere.
Yes. I thought it was more like 3 miles long.
I don't know. I think the one I was at was a mile. or something.
that's
Whoa.
crazy. You
Is this
can
recent?
see atmosphere.
Well, okay. Anyway, I guess this isn't going to work, but
I mean, you can't see atmosphere in the castle, but
I am going to walk to one end of the room, and I'm going to use my finder's magic, and I'm going to use locate object,
okay.
and I'm going to try and find the sphere
Oh.
to see if it's in the part of the castle that I can
Got it.
sense.
Okay.
So I think it's 1,000 feet radius, so technically it's like 2,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And I'm just gonna walk around the perimeter of the room to see if I can.
Got it.
I don't trust him to honor his end of the deal.
Oh no.
No, I don't think so.
I will get to that, but let's discuss. Is there anything you want to discuss? It is 10:30, so we can discuss quickly, or we can discuss next time.
Can I
but-
insight if he seemed like he was going to be honest and actually keep his end of the bargain?
Sure.
Does everyone just want?
Yep.
Yeah. Whoever
Roll
wants to
for me.
insight check.
The Great Pyramid of Giza has a length of one of its sides of 788 feet. There are 5,280 feet in a mile.
So you could
This
put,
thing makes the pyramids look small.
It does.
Wow.
It's
Like, I didn't write it.
the courtyard and everything is very massive.
So okay, minus the courtyard.
Oh, minus
Natural
the courtyard. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not a mile of just the castle.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
No. Just the castle? Oh heck no, it's probably
But
not.
that's still really big if it's just the courtyard that's subtracted
maybe
out.
1,000
That I can kinda see.
feet
15
or so.
15 for me, natural 20 for him for insight on Strahd.
Okay.
12 for me.
Yeah. Well, okay,
And
okay.
Drea, you want me to roll for you?
Yeah, well.
You're like somebody roll.
It's okay.
Okay, so
+2.
you know, you
Okay.
all are like, he
Oh,
he
16.
just might.
16.
He just might. But Pharrellin is like, heck no.
Frowns against it.
Heck no.
So he's not going to be honest. He's not being honest.
There's definitely something up his sleeve and things he's not telling you.
It's
It's more complicated
And I would
than
think
just
we
a
would
simple
suspect
sacrifice.
that.
Yeah.
He's not telling us about Walter. He knows something a lot more.
Well, and I think he's
Also, I think there's going to be some strings attached
Yes.
to giving something up.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And there's just, of course, it.
I mean, because it's not as simple as just that emblem has my family sigil. That doesn't mean much to me. I could easily destroy that.
Like, is it memories he's taking? Is
Mine
it feelings?
is a
Is it
little more
connection?
Yours is important to you, yes. I don't think like it would be. He would have to have more to his advantage. There's no way it would be.
This is a piddly little sacrifice, if you ask me. On one hand, I kind of want to say, let's do it. Let's go through with it.
That would save a lot of lives.
And we can group up after we get home, and we can kick him to the curb. We can curb stomp him, we can kill him then.
I don't know.
Let's just get to our turf first. Let's kill him on our turn.
I don't know if we will get there.
But I really just want to kill him.
Right, but I don't think we would get there. I think.
Yeah, there's got to be more to it.
There's more to it than he's saying.
Well, and the deity he's talking about, I don't trust him either. Being a god of the undead, who's to say he wouldn't just turn everyone here to an undead and gain more power that way, or somehow take the souls that are here or something, however gods gain power here. So.
Well, I think we should maybe.
Does your deity have any inputs on this?
Talk to me, you
Let's sleep
fool.
on it. Let's ask him if we can stay the night here and sleep on it.
Stay the night here? Oh, okay.
That's it. Well, we have to stall for time.
Do you also enjoy sleeping?
No,
And he has all
there's
the questions I had in my brain blanked.
Now, you, just as a reminder,
We have to
DM
attack
friendly reminder, the armies are coming in like 15 minutes to start attacking the castle. 'Cause
Oh!
the sun's gonna come up then. So, this was pre-planned.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I thought we were hours away from the.
I think it was 3 hours?
Because we were supposed to dine with them and then
What time of year is it?
Oh god.
go to sleep, and then they were going to come in the middle of, right before sunrise, and we were going to join them. And
Oh.
that's what
So 3.
Well-
Well, yeah. I guess the year. If it's summer or
So
So
we
this
didn't want
is-
to show up at like 2:30 in the morning
Yeah.
or 3,
And then have to wait
for-
3
for
hours. Try and
dinner.
make small talk for
For
3
dinner.
hours.
We would.
I'm gonna go back and listen to the recording.
I think we would have shown up like at midnight for dinner.
So we would need to wait a bit.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I'm gonna go back and listen to the recording on that one.
Okay, and we'll decide if we need to ask him to sleep or if we
Yeah.
just need to make more small talk or.
Yeah.
But it sounds like we're in agreement. Don't trust him.
Yeah.
Don't go through with it because we'll probably
pretty
die or the realm will die. It'll just be really ugly.
Someone will die.
Someone we like will die. I don't.
Yes.
If he dies,
So,
great. But
yeah,
Very true.
because he got into this curse by doing something unspeakable, right?
well,
you-
Yeah, I think
really
the
gotta get out of
object's
it
tied
by-
to somebody that's important to us.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't recognize that sigil exactly.
oh, and it will kill them.
It could be
Which sigil?
my family, my
Oh.
family sigil. It could be Jax's emblem. It could be Dragon's,
Yeah.
Kalania's.
Well-
gave me my hammer.
I think it's probably your dad.
See, the locket was mine, but yeah, it probably was given me
Or
by
someone that
someone.
taught you.
Who
Whoever
gave it to you?
taught you.
I.
From the beginning.
Do Janica
Yeah,
remember
that's
who
something
gave
got a
her
lot
the
more serious.
locket? Who gave Janica her locket? Was her mom, dad? Does she remember?
Most likely it'd be your mom.
Okay.
And it's kind of like an heirloom passed
She'd
down.
be even more upset with me if I got her killed.
Maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be a family member. Maybe it's someone that you don't want to lose.
Yeah, emotion, because it said emotions, emotionally tied to. But yeah, I think we're in agreement.
There's more than just destroying a simple object.
Yeah.
Mine, I can't really get it back.
Yeah, then there's you. Sorry, but
Yeah, sorry about that. It's telling us. All right.
I know.
Yeah.
So okay, we'll end with this. So as you're discussing, general consensus is we don't trust him. There's
Yes.
more involved and whatnot, and you want to maybe stall for time. Next time I'll start with that. But so you would roll to see where the orb is.
I don't need to roll, but yes.
Whatever. Okay, you put it out there to get a ping on whatever. All right. So so Strahd left this way, and you send it out, and very quickly you get a ping back.
Oh!
And
We all knew it was here.
now
I bet he has it.
you can tell as it's.
Oh, is it
it's
moving?
like it's moving.
Oh!
And it's going up the stairs that you guys walked up, and is getting closer
To us?
to you. It is outside the door, and then suddenly the door.
It's Walter.
Or is it Harold?
And that's where we're gonna end.
Okay, well, I'm kind of glad I did that, actually.
You're gonna give us a little warning.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's outside the door.
Oh, he coming.
Wait, I have to have the. Hold on.
I found it.
Where's my?
Oh, wait, it's moving. It's